Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We're here today to discuss all the books that I read in the month of May. I actually had an amazing reading month. I read 9 books, my highest reading count of the year. I think back in February, I did 8 books. So, now we're at 9, we're making our way up. But yes, an excellent reading month for me. As always, I have books physically and I also have books that I read in my Kindle Unlimited. But I think I like to start to go just like starting off the top of the month what I read and then making way to like the last few books. So I always have my phone here, of course, so I can remember all the ones that I did not read physically and the star ratings and all of that because I'd be forgetting. So the first book that I started the month off was a book that I started early this year, I believe. It was sitting on my shelf for a while, and then I started it and I just was not feeling it. So I just did like a soft DNF. But I have a thing where like I have to finish a book that I physically bought because I just feel like it's a waste. That's just me. Okay. So that book, though, that was The Four Engagement Rings of Sybil Rain by Hannah Brown. Um, I gave it a 4 stars. The reason I even picked up this book in the first place, not because I had high hopes, I really did not, was because the author was on the Bachelor franchise. So I was like, oh, she's writing a book. Let me read it. And this one seemed more interesting than the first book because this is the second book in her, like, I'm pretty sure it's like an interconnected series. Yeah, Mistakes We Never Made was the first one, but that one didn't interest me, so I just picked the second one, The Four Engagement Rings, because it seemed like more of an interesting premise. And yeah, I don't know. It just was okay. I gave it 3 stars. Like, it really was not drawing me in. The characters, like everything, just it was just not working for me. I could also kind of see this as like a rom-com, to be honest. Like, I could see it being more fun that way. But reading it, I wasn't connecting and I just was like, it's okay. So we started off the beginning of the month with that. And then I went into one of my anticipated reads of the year, which is King of Gluttony, book 6 in the King of Sin series by Anna Huang. And I gave it 5 stars, my first 5 stars of the month. I think I had one other 5 stars, but yes, I actually think it's like the best book out of the series. Like, the most of them are just like they're fine, like some are like better than others, but like this one, everything about it was perfect. I think I never would have said I was like a childhood friends to lovers type of person, but actually I think I low key might be. But yeah, this one was like childhood friends to lovers, also like enemies to lovers, forced proximity, just like it was everything. I just love the character because yeah, I think it's just like having the history and then like fighting against like y'all are meant to be, but y'all have not like tried to go for all these years, and now they're forced to work together and the banter, everything. There's even like a little smart, like slight little mystery in it. Yeah, I loved it. 5 stars. I had a great time with that, and there's only one more book to go. So sad the series is almost over, but yeah, I would recommend that series if you just want something fun, a little bit spicy. Okay, but I think King of Gluttony is the best one out of the series. Then I went into my other. I was about to say, do I have any other 5 stars? No, yeah, this is the only other 5 star I had of the month, and that was The Bodyguard by Catherine Center. I rated it 5 stars. I also have never read a Catherine Center book before, and this premise. Well, one, I saw it was gonna be made in a movie, so I was like, good time enough for me to just go ahead and read a book of this because I prefer to read it before the movie comes out for me personally. So yeah, I can see why they're making this into a movie. I feel like it's perfect rom com. Again, I love the banter. I love the vibes of it. I can see it on the big screen. I don't know, it just everything about it, I just ate it up. Okay, I just ate it up. It was so good to me. But yeah, it was a little different because like the woman is the bodyguard, and so at first I was like, how is it gonna make any sense? But like the way it was, it was just funny to me and I had a great time with it. Okay, it did not need to be anything too serious. So, and then they even like poked fun at the fact like, oh, you're a woman and you're so little, but you're gonna bodyguard me. I don't know why. I just thought that was hilarious. Yeah, it's just funny. It's basically like this woman, she is always running away from her problems. She's also a bodyguard for like high officials and like a private bodyguard service kind of thing. And so her team gets tasked to bodyguard this famous actor, and then she has to end up doing fake dating with him because it would be easier. And yeah, I love a good fake dating trope too as well. So yes, I had a great time with it. Yeah, 5 stars. Then I finally started throwing up Glass series, guys. wow, I was been putting this off for so long because people love this series so much. I'm sure there's people that like hate it. There's always people that, but on my timeline, I was saying everyone just love, 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 and people even that I know personally were like, "Oh, this series is everything," and I'm like, "Well, I know these books came out like a long time ago, so I'm like, maybe I just missed that train. You know, it's like, it's just not meant for me at this moment, like it would mean to you back then." That's what I was thinking. But yeah, anyway, I was like, let me just start it. So I started it. I gave this one 3.5. I almost said 4 stars. See, that's why I need my phone because I'm like, wait, doesn't sound right. I gave it 3.5 stars. I thought it was pretty okay. I think I wasn't expecting one third person. I don't think I like third person actually. I never really thought about it too much, but reading this made me realize, yeah, I don't like third person. Okay. So that will be a challenge. I'm pretty sure the whole series will be. So that's gonna be the most biggest challenge for me because the third person really was taking me out, and like the writing style, it just I was not connecting with the characters. It was very slow. I feel like I understand you're trying to set up, it's a whole long series, so it's gonna set up things, but at the same time, you need to give me something to want to keep going in the series. This is the first one that came out, right? It did not. It did not do that for me. I really don't care that much to keep going, but I am, okay? I am because I also have another friend who's also reading this and she read the second book and she was feeling the same vibes as me with the first one and she rated the second one much higher. So, and like I said, the people that I know who love this, like, yeah, it keeps getting better and better. All right, so I'm gonna keep reading it. I'm dedicated. I'm gonna read the series, but like I just feel like the first book should be like wow, and this was not it for me. Was not wow, but I did it. I started it, and I'm gonna go right into the second book. So we're just gonna keep going, or I feel like I'm not gonna. I'm never gonna finish it. Another book that I finished that was on my TBR for so long was Their Vicious Games. I'm so happy to be knocking out these books that have been sitting for so long. This is YA, so I think at the time when I got it, I must have been in the mood for it because now I really have not wanted to gravitate towards YA. That's how long this has been on my shelf. But basically, this is a girl graduating high school. Her opportunity to go to Yale, which she's been working to, has been taken away because of a mistake. And so, of course, she's devastated, but then she has a chance to enter these games, which will give her basically an opportunity to go to everything that she ever wanted, like Yale, and have the backing of these powerful people who run her high school. Okay, she went to like a private educate high school because her parents worked there. But yeah, it's literally the book is literally insane. It also feels like it could be a movie. Not gonna lie, it feels like that. Maybe because everyone's adapting everything lately, and that's just why I'm like, oh, this could be a movie. This could be a show. But yeah, I don't know. This book, I gave it 3 stars. Like it was just fine. I think because it was YA, I just wasn't connecting as much. And things she was doing just made no sense to me. And the games were indeed vicious. And I just don't understand why anyone ever do this. Like that part didn't really ever make sense to me. But it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. And like I said, I finished it, knocked it off my TBR, physical TBR list. Then I had my book club book, which again was also on my TBR for a while, and that is Silver Elite. It was actually a book of the month pick that I got last year, and I never picked it up. So I was happy to finally read this. It's romantasy. It's a dystopian. It basically gives you everything that you've ever read before. Like it's pretty much nothing new, pretty straightforward. So that's why I gave it 3 stars. Like it was just fine, nothing too exciting. Funny enough, though, I do kind of want to continue on with the story because the ending did do a little twist that I did not expect. So I was like, I could do it. You know, when I have like nothing on, feeling like I don't know what to read, let's just start book two, okay? Just for funsies. But it's nothing to write home about. It really is not. It's nothing too crazy. Everything for the most part, like I figured out very quickly. Like I said, the only twist was at the end, and I was like, "Oh, you got me there." And you honestly might have figured that out yourself, but I don't remember there really being clues to that happening. So anyway, 3 stars, pretty average. My whole book club felt the same way about it. No one was like wowed by it, but no one hated it. Like it was just, it was there. It's a book that's there. And then I've been on a kind of like a roll with trying to get NetGalley ARCs copies. So I read one the previous month in April, so now I have one that I'm reading for June. Actually, I'm gonna start reading it, but I have one I also read in May, and that is Full Throttle, and that comes out I believe in August. Yes, I read that one slowly, didn't like rush with it, and I feel like that might show that it's not really like fast paced movie to where I was like, loving. But I gave it 3.5. I felt like it was just okay. Like, first of all, it's the F1 formula, which I love an F1 formula romance. I don't know what it is about it, but I love it at. And the fact that this one was about a girl who was being an F1 formula racer, and like I don't know if there like are there any women F1 formula races? I don't know. Regardless, I thought that was an interesting premise. It was enemies to lovers a little bit. Trope. I'm trying to think of any other tropes that were in it, but yeah, I thought it was pretty standard. Nothing too exciting. One big thing about it is like the miscommunication part of it all, which was a little irksome. Miscommunication can be very irksome. Okay, so it was starting to drag towards the end where I'm like, can y'all just speak the words, please? Just speak the words. But overall, I thought it was a cute, a cute little read to read in the summertime. And so it comes out later this summer. If you're interested in picking it up, I would say why not? If you are interested in F1 Formula romance, like I would say read it. Um okay, my last physical book that I read was my other book club that I have myself, and we mainly read thrillers, and I picked it up for my book of the month pick, but it's Best Offer Wins. I think it did actually come out in just in May. It's a very short read. It's really unhinged, okay? It's really unhinged. This lady basically will go to extreme lengths to buy a house. Yes, I said it. She wants to buy a house. The house marketing is like housing market is crazy. And she just starts doing the most wild stuff to get this house. And out the gate, like I was triggered. There were some things for me personally. I was like, okay, this is too, I don't like this stuff. But it was great for book club and discussion because there actually was like differing opinions on the character and what she did and like the reasons why she did it. So that was really great for book club discussion. I personally gave it 3.5 stars. So I mean, again, I feel like this month is more like average reads now that I'm thinking about it because I think last month I had like very like high reads for myself. So now we're going the average read space this month, which is fine. But yeah, I just thought it was okay. I just don't like books like this in general because I like to have more of like a conclusion that's like positive. And the conclusion is like where do we go from here? And that's what I don't like. Okay, I don't like that. But yeah, it's a short read. So if you want to read something unhinged, I mean, you might like this one, okay? And then to round off the month, I just randomly picked up a book on Kindle Unlimited because I just watched Off Campus. I'm with the craze of everybody else off campus, okay? So I was like, give me more hockey romances, please. And I literally came across as some girl was like giving recommendations, and this one sounded like that sounded a little fun, a little different because it's dark romance and it's called On Thin Ice. I ended up giving it 3 stars because honestly, like dark romance is not my favorite, but every once in a while I do like it. So that was on me. But I was just trying to mix it up and the premise sounded kind of fun. But yeah, it's dark romance, academic, hockey players, wide shoes. So, if you like wide shoes, it's very spicy. I felt like it had good like the story the premise was really good, but the execution was kind of like it was all over the place. And then they rushed at the end and it was just like, okay. Like it was heavy topics, then by the end, they just wrapped it up so quickly. And I'm like, whoa, it felt like a little like whiplash. I'm not gonna lie. But it had the hockey romance that I was wanting, and they was on that ice. Okay. It literally had a scene where I was like, this is giving off campus a little bit when they were like in a very critical game and off campus and like the main guy was not in it, like his head was not in it because he was just going through it, and that's kind of similar in this book, so that part was fun. But yeah, it was just okay. Like when I really thought of it, I was like, it's fine. Now it's a very easy read because I was flying through that book. Okay, so very easy to read and digest. Nothing crazy. So, but yeah, those are all the books that I read in the month of May. Kind of crazy. Let's see if next month I will keep on par with that or will I read less. I mean, you never know because I'm a mood reader. But as always, guys, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification button, and make sure to let me know in the comments what you read in the month of May. And I will see you guys in the next video.